Army engineers are oftentimes known as the Swiss Army knives of the military. The priority of their functions change due to the nature of the conflict or the military operations involved with it. Engineers respond, react, create, and construct whatever is necessary to sustain our fighting forces. Both of our inductees today have embodied this versatile tradition over the years by serving in numerous positions, wherever the Kansas Guard has needed them most.
Classmate a year ahead of me was getting ready to be drafted, and at that time there was a waiting list because of the draft going on. Everybody wanted to get in the Guards or something, but we managed to get into the Kansas Army National Guard in '64, August of '64, and as a 2-4 Deuce dump truck company. I was eating lunch down in Blaylock's in Emporia, Kansas, and they said, "Man, your unit just got mobilized out of Council Grove, right?" "No, not as far as I know." And they said, "Yes, you was. It's right there on the TV." We started packing stuff up and getting ready to be mobilized. And at first, they mobilized us to go the 69th Brigade was going to go strictly to Vietnam. And then right before we left our home stations, they switched our orders and we went to Fort Carson, Colorado. So we moved what was left of our people and moved us over into there. And we basically stayed with them until we got demobbed in December the 31st of '69. We was going to get married before we got mobbed, but me and my wife now decided to kind of wait off until after we got back. Well, everything worked out right. We got married the 1st of June in '69. About 4 years later, my wife was working at a Woolco down there in Emporia, and a tornado came through and wiped her store out. So she lost her job, and she was pregnant. And I decided, hey, with her losing her job, family coming along, we just bought a place. I need another form of income. So what did I do? I went back to the National Guard. He says, the 891st has got an opening for a command sergeant major. And he says, I want you to try for it. Yes, Sergeant Major, that's what, when Sergeant Majors talk, yeah, you do what he says. So when I went down there, it was like I say, it was an entirely different bunch of people I've never really worked around. But at first, they didn't know me, I didn't know them, and things that was a little rough at first, but like I said, it corrected real quickly when they found out that my knowledge and stuff that I had accomplished in the 169th Engineers, that I would fit right in. That kind of rounded out the field of as a command sergeant major, because I had the 169th Engineers. I had engineers, I had infantry and armor, and then I rounded off with artillery. So basically I had all 4 combat arms in the National Guard as a command sergeant major. So that was a kind of another goal that I had never thought I'd be at. If it wasn't for her, my reports and some of the stuff, she's a retired teacher now, but I'd write my stuff, my speeches and my talks and paperwork, and then she would kind of help me out on making sure the grammar was right. So she made me sound a lot better than what I really am. So. But right about 6 months before that, there was an opening for a embedded training team that was going to Afghanistan out of the 35th Division. And they came and asked me if I'd be interested. And I says, yeah, I would be interested, and I'd sign up for it. Back in 68 and 69, we got mobilized for Vietnam. And it kind of bothered me not to be deployed. So when the embedded training team came up, and I jumped on it. After I got that completed, it completed my mission. And I just felt real good about it. And so I'm on the museum board. I've been on the Hall of Fame board. I've been in various committees in National Guard, and then also in civilian life. I'm on the fair board there. I'm on the Beef Fest, and there's just every time you turn around, there's always something to do and keep you busy once you retire. But it still comes back to the military.